Hello again, and welcome to the Fifth Quarter Show Seasons. My name's Rick Zamprin, and I am back with another look at a key year in the history of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Now, some seasons, like 1967, have been spectacular. Others, such as 1960, have not been so great. Unfortunately, today's episode is going to fall into the latter category. I want to say a special hello to all of you who have subscribed to the Fifth Quarter Show since it launched last August, and a big hearty welcome to all the new viewers out there. Please consider subscribing as the season nears. Click that notification bell and get a special heads up when all the new content goes live in the weeks ahead. A new edition of Seasons drops every Tuesday, and a new installment of Legends comes out every Thursday. Today, on the Fifth Quarter Show Seasons, we're going to jump into the time machine and travel all the way back to 1992. Former Ticats owner Harold Ballard died in 1990. The GST came into effect in 1991, and in 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays became the first and only Canadian baseball team to win the World Series. In fact, they did it again in 1993. Canada celebrated its 125th birthday in 1992. The Ottawa Senators entered the National Hockey League, and the North American Free Trade Agreement was signed. In and around Hamilton, the Woolworth store closed on King Street in 1990, and that same year, the infamous Hagersville tire fire erupted. Copps Coliseum hosted the Canada Cup in 1991, with Canada beating the United States in the final, and the Lakeport Brewing Company was founded in 1992 as well. The Tiger Cats went to their fourth Grey Cup in 6 years in 1989, but they lost 3 of those games, including the 89 final against Saskatchewan. Hamilton did not live up to its expectations in 1990. The team lost 3 of their first 4 games, and after losing 5 straight in August and September to drop to 4-8, head coach Al Bruno was fired and replaced by David Beckman. The Cats finished with a dismal 6-12 record and went from first to worst in the East. Bruno ended his Ticats tenure with a record of 25 wins, 23 losses, and 1 Grey Cup ring. It went from bad to worse in 1991 when Hamilton started the season on an 8-game losing streak. Beckman was fired after going 2-12 over parts of 2 seasons, and the Cats brought in John Gregory 2 weeks after he was fired by the Rough Riders. Despite smashing Rocket Ishmael and the Argos on Labor Day 48-24, the Ticats finished last at a franchise worst 3-15. 1991 also marked the final season for 2 surefire Hall of Famers. Grover Covington, the CFL's all-time sacks leader with 157 quarterback takedowns, called it quits, as did receiver Rocky DiPietro, who retired as the league's all-time receptions leader with 706. But just when you thought the 91 season couldn't get any worse, it did after owner David Braley announced that he would put the team up for sale. After wiping out the Ticats' debt when he purchased the club in 1989, Braley claimed that he had lost $5 million in just 3 years due to dwindling attendance. In the summer of 1992, the ownership of the Ticats was transferred to a non-profit community-based consortium. It had 11 investors and was led by Hamilton lawyer Roger Yacchetti and former Ticat John Michaluk. On the field, however, the Tiger Cats had a resurgence. The club signed veteran quarterback Damon Allen to replace Mike Kerrigan, and he connected with receivers Earl Winfield and Tony Champion. Hamilton won 11 of their 18 regular season games and finished in second place in the East Division. But they did not have any CFL All-Stars or any individual award winners. Hamilton had 5 players named to the East All-Star team in 1992, offensive lineman Jason Riley, slot back Ken Avrare, defensive tackle Jeff Fields, rookie linebacker John Motton, and safety Todd Wiseman. Hamilton edged Ottawa 29-28 in the Eastern semifinal, but then got destroyed 59-11 in Winnipeg in the East final. The Bombers, by the way, went on to lose to Doug Flutie and the Calgary Stampeders in the Grey Cup. The Ticats did not get off to the best start in the 90s. They missed the playoffs in the first couple of years before rebounding in 1992, but 3 seasons into the decade, Hamilton was a combined 20-34 with only 1 playoff victory. In our next installment of Seasons, the Ticats and the entire Canadian Football League would encounter its biggest change in decades, perhaps of all time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon and tell your friends to check it out. And as always, I encourage you to share a memory or ask a question in the comments section. Lastly, get ready for another awesome Tycat to be featured later this week on Legends. Until then, Oski Wee Wee.